Urgent, G-Men fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we bring you daily videos with the latest Big Blue news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. 4 prospects who could fill Giants' most overlooked draft day need fixing. The O-line might be easier than it seems. With less than 2 weeks until the 2025 NFL Draft, Joe Schoen and the New York Giants are mapping out every possibility. To help improve this year's roster ahead of next season, Big Blue is coming off its worst season in franchise history, finishing 3-14. They'll hope to progress tremendously for the 2025 campaign. Their number 3 pick in the draft will allow them to bring in one of the top prospects this year, while the G-Men have been highly active in free agency this offseason, addressing several positional needs. We can still expect the team to continue adding depth during the draft. The Giants will likely address the offensive line sometime in the draft. They will look for an offensive tackle on the right side, opposite All-Pros left tackle Andrew Thomas. Alex Ballantyne of Bleacher Report recently named one surprising need each NFL team could address at the draft. Ballantyne named the Giants' offensive line, specifically the tackle position. New York has Jermaine Eluemunor, who can be used as a guard or tackle, and signed James Hudson III and Stone Forsythe this offseason for depth purposes. Still, adding a top offensive line prospect will benefit them greatly. They could trade down from number 3 in the first round to take a lineman, or wait to find a hidden gem in the later rounds. Here are 4 offensive line prospects the Giants should target after in the later rounds of the draft. 4 OT prospects that make too much sense for the Giants. Donovan Jackson, Ohio State. If the Giants decide to draft an offensive lineman in the second round, they should consider Ohio State's Donovan Jackson. Jackson played 55 games between 2021 and 2024 as a guard and tackle, starting 40 of them. He accumulated over 2,500 snaps, earned 3 first-team All-Big Ten selections, and garnered All-American recognition throughout his collegiate career. Jackson, of course, will be remembered for anchoring an offensive line that led the Buckeyes to a national championship this past season as a senior. Marcus Mbao, Purdue, another player the team could target in the later rounds, is Purdue's Marcus Mbao. He's projected to be a late second-round or early third-round pick. The 6'4", 300-pounder showcases positional flexibility after transitioning to right tackle in 2023, after suffering an injury at right guard his first year and starting all 14 games as a sophomore. This past season, Mbao anchored a Purdue line that dominated the Big Ten in rushing statistics during conference play with 184, 6 yards per game. His steady evolution from interior lineman to tackle shows the flexibility that NFL teams look for in a prospect. The Giants could use a prospect who can provide depth anywhere on the offensive line and will exceed expectations in any role the team chooses to use him. Cameron Williams, Texas. When you think of Texas offensive linemen in this year's draft class, Kelvin Banks Jr. comes to mind first. He's widely considered one of the best prospects at the position, but Cameron Williams could be a steal for the G-Men in the later rounds. The 6'6", 335 mammoth locked down the Longhorns' right tackle position and immediately impacted the team in the season opener this past season, earning SEC Co-Offensive Lineman of the Week honors. He would end up having a breakout campaign anchoring an offensive line that helped Texas amass over 500 yards in multiple games. Ozzie Trapilo, Boston College. One name that could stand out is Boston College's Ozzie Trapilo. He came onto the scene as a genuine prospect in 2023. Trapilo posted a clean sheet with 0 sacks while anchoring an Eagles offensive line that averaged nearly 200 rushing yards per game in an impressive breakout junior campaign. This past season, Trapilo took his game even further, earning first-team All-ACC honors and establishing himself as one of the best pass protectors in the conference. The biggest question for Trapilo is whether he can continue his success at the NFL level and come in and help whichever team drafts him, likely as a Day 2 draft pick. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Big Blue news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks, now let's get back to the news. Could the Giants really part with Kavon Thibodeaux? There is plenty of speculation about the possibility. A recent article from Fox Sports has named Giants edge defender Kavon Thibodeaux as a possible trade candidate ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft. In a piece by NFL reporter Ralph Vacchiano, Fox Sports identified one potential trade from each of the 32 NFL teams. Thibodeaux was listed as the New York Giants' most valuable asset who could potentially be moved if the right offer comes through. The article notes Thibodeaux's production since being drafted 5th overall in 2022, including 11 5-sacks during the 2023 season. Fox Sports writes that the linebacker still hasn't quite lived up to his potential, citing the Giants' potential shift in defensive philosophy under new defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. Vacchiano points out that Thibodeaux might not be the ideal schematic fit in Bowen's system, and that could lead to trade interest from teams who see him as a better match in their own formations. The article also adds that edge defenders with proven pass rush ability tend to have strong value on the trade market, especially around draft time. Vacchiano also hints that the Giants' interest in outside linebacker prospects, specifically noting multiple meetings with Penn State's Abdul Carter could add further context to the speculation. As of now, there are no reports indicating that the Giants have made Thibodeaux available or are actively exploring a trade. Fox Sports framed the suggestion as speculative based on team needs, contract situations, and market value entering the draft window. Should the Giants move on from the former first-round pick? Let us know in the comments. Giants rumors quarterback plan comes into focus amid slew of pre-draft visits. Rumors are the Giants are checking all the boxes for quarterbacks in the 2025 NFL Draft. The NFL Draft is right around the corner, and all eyes are on the New York Giants as they own the number 3 pick overall. After signing both Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston in free agency, the franchise has the privilege to select whichever player they want in the first round. However, rumors suggest the team is seriously considering drafting a quarterback at some point in the draft. On Tuesday, the Giants are reportedly finalizing their pre-draft process by having several rookie quarterback prospects visit with them, according to Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports. New York scheduled private workouts with Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders, Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe, and Louisville quarterback Tyler Show. The Giants are wrapping up the draft process with a quarterback blitz, scheduling private workouts with Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, Alabama's Jalen Milroe, and Louisville's Tyler Show, just over a week before the draft, per sources. Although it may seem the Giants are conducting some last-minute meetings with each prospect, Schultz claims that these private workouts have been scheduled all along. The front office is simply doing its due diligence and getting a look at as many quarterbacks as possible ahead of the draft. For what it's worth, the Giants had these private QB workouts planned all along. Per sources, this isn't a last-ditch effort. They're doing full due diligence on this QB class and preparing for all scenarios, including a possible trade back into round 1 if a QB starts to slide. They could also stay at number 3 and take one, though that would mean passing on a blue-chip prospect. By far the most intriguing situation at the top of the draft. There are rumors speculating that the Giants are not likely to select a quarterback with the number 3 pick overall. If that's the case, then the team is seemingly in the mix for either Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter or Colorado's two-way star, Travis Hunter, but that doesn't mean the franchise won't select a rookie quarterback at some point in the draft. Although Wilson and Winston have plenty of experience in the NFL, they don't hold a ton of long-term value. Wilson is 36 years old while Winston is 31. So finding a developmental rookie to learn on the bench behind the two veterans may very well be what the Giants plan to do. Giants plan private workouts with 2 new quarterbacks, catching buzz. Before NFL draft, will the Giants draft a quarterback this year? The New York Giants might have signed both Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston this offseason, but they are doing their due diligence on quarterback prospects leading up to the NFL draft. The Giants are holding private workouts with Louisville quarterback Tyler Show and Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe this week before the draft, per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. These are in addition to the team's private workout with Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders on Thursday. Wilson and Winston certainly aren't long-term answers at the quarterback position, but the Giants seem to be straying away from taking a quarterback in this year's draft after signing both of the veteran passers. Additionally, Giants general manager Joe Schoen recently said that they are not going to force picking a quarterback. The Giants still might not take a quarterback in this year's draft, but they are at least checking out multiple top prospects again ahead of that decision. Both Show and Milroe have seen increased buzz in the weeks leading up to the draft and are 2 of the more intriguing prospects in this year's class. Show particularly has gained steam, and The Athletic's Diana Rossini stated he could even go in the first round. Rossini added that one head coach called Show the best quarterback in this year's class, even above Cam Ward. who is expected to be the #1 pick. Though Milroe showed some inconsistency during his 2 seasons at Alabama, he is a high-upside prospect with great potential as a passer and rusher. He is not necessarily viewed as a first-round pick, but his stock does seem to be trending up after he accepted an invite to attend the NFL draft in person, which typically goes to players expected to be taken in round 1. This year's draft might not feature the best quarterback class, but the Giants clearly have several signal callers they are interested in and could perhaps even take next week. And now, G-Men fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know. This, but your opinion matters a lot for Big Blue. I'll be back any moment with more Big Blue news. Jets, 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 Jets. Let's go Giants.